Hello and welcome to Caching Waves. Just want to give you guys a micro update on HBAR, but quickly on the daily. My primary account is this is a 3-wave A, and we're working on a expanded flat for our B wave, which is a 3-3 and coming down for 5 waves. Still working on our 5th. This is my primary count. Alternate count is our 4th gets moved over here, and this ends up being a triangle, wave 4. In which case we'd have to change our pivot levels for targets, but that is the alternate, but both move quite similarly. So currently keeping my primary as a ending diagonal, where we have a combination of zigzags coming down for our 5th. Reason I don't see this as bullish is our bottom would have to be in where our 3rd wave is labeled here, and the retracement is way too low. And if that was our retracement and our pivot, we only got 3 waves up, so most likely coming down. Probabilities are on the side of more downside, whether in that triangle or ending diagonal. Now targets for the ending diagonal are the 3rd wave coming between the 618 and the 786. I'm currently at the 786 just because we need to extend past the wave 1, and our 5th wave targeting between the 786 and the 1-to-1, between 3 cents and 3.72 cents. I just wanted to show you this area. Another alternate I had, but I don't believe this is happening, is that we get 5 waves up from here, and this 4th wave becomes a flat. But just keeping that in the back of my mind as a possibility, but very unlikely, just because of the speed this came down. This would have to be the correction complete, and it looks pretty impulsive to the downside, just the amount of time it took to drop that much. Now going down to the hourly on the micro, this was our wave 2 high you saw in the ending diagonal. Have a WXY as our potential A wave. Ignore this 5-wave move in red right now. This is an alternate. But interesting things to consider a potential bottom in for the next month is we hit the 786 level of this wave 2 up. We've hit the 786 pretty much to the tick. And if we go to linear scale, we hit the 1-to-1 extension of this W wave for our Y wave as our initial wave down in the 3rd. This was a very ugly wave to count. I have it as an ABC zigzag. As you can see, a leading diagonal with the overlap of the 1 with our 4th, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming down. The reason I have this as this count is because this pretty clean 5 waves coming down here for our 5th. So we hit pretty much both those perfect targets, the 1-to-1 on linear and the 786 on log scale. That was our box. We were looking for a pivot, and you can see we pretty much tagged it to the exact area. Now Bitcoin's already broken this level if you compare the 2 charts, and using it as support currently to the upside. I'm not interested in this long yet, although it's a very good entry, just because of how tight your stop is. It can go at this low, but I just need to see a little more follow through before I'm interested in the long. And the reason for that is this could also turn into a ABC rather than a WXY, where we have a 3-wave A, B, and we're making a ending diagonal for our 3rd, 4th, and 5th, where we'd expect to overlap, and this would all become just an A wave in a zigzag. We get our A wave down here, come up for our B from the 50 and the 618 up here, and then down for our C for our 3rd wave to complete. So that's one reason I want to wait for this trade. I will be interested once we break this wave 4 level right here, you see. Once we break above that, if this is a small one wave and we break up in a third, fourth, and fifth, and if we come back in a corrective nature, then I would be interested in the long from here, stop at the low, and I'll be targeting between the 50 and the 618 of this completed down move, at which point I'd switch to a short position. But right now, waiting for that to complete out, because I want to use this area, flip from resistance to support before I see enough probability to the upside to take the trade. If you're interested in seeing my other trades available, I did enter a long on Bitcoin personally today. But as for HBAR, just waiting for this to fill out before I'm interested in a long. As you can see, our entry wouldn't be too far away than it is now, except we'd be flipping probabilities to our side. So that's the important thing. All right, guys, that's it for HBAR. You can check out my playlist for the day if you want at the end of the video. Thanks for watching.